All right, guys. I apologize right now for the wind because I'm over in Fontana, and you are looking at. Oh yeah, the sun's about to go down. A licensed Class A driver. Oh yeah. Uh, yep. With my whole 4 days of practice, it did a day of getting things squared away on the vehicle. Yep, made it happen. Wasn't perfect. I'll be totally open with that. I know on the pre-check, I forgot to mention that the spare fuses, the fire extinguisher, and the triangles. I don't know if you marked me down for that, but I know I forgot to say it. And then. But this guy made me do everything. I went from the front of the truck all the way to the back of the truck. Oh, check. I thought that a lot of checked one portion of the vehicle for the pre-check test at the DMV. So I got to do the whole thing. I almost failed on the brakes. Almost. I remembered the ABS. I remembered the tug test. I remembered it was the emergency brake, and then the service, and then the trailer. But what I almost forgot, there's a number 5, is that you got to pump the brakes 3 to 5 times and then hold it for 5 seconds, and the pedal cannot push down. It has to stay firm, and then the brakes are good. So yeah, I almost failed that, and that's an instant fail right there. And then I went over to the skills test, which I was very confident in. And then I got greedy on the I did really good on the forward and the backing part, no problem. But then, and then also on the lane change. But when I went to do the parallel park, I got a little greedy, and I I had to do, what was it, 3 pull-ups instead of 2. The front tire went over the out of bounds line. Oops. But I did put it in the box on the first try, so that was pretty cool in the back. And yeah, so I passed that part. And then, so just to give you an idea, my appointment was for 1, and let's see, here we go. There's the Fun State of California Commercial Test Center in Fontana, California. Yep. My test was scheduled for 1. I probably started around 1:30, I think. And by the time that I got back to the DMV after the drive test, it was like 3:30. So it was like 2 hours. Yeah, it was a long time. Drive test, pretty intense. We drove around a lot, like I said, quite a bit. I missed seeing 2 commercial signs. Not paying attention. Yeah, definitely got to look at the commercial signs now and see what the rules are now that I'm a commercial driver. And then he had me turning left on a 5-lane road that was super busy. I was like, oh man. So well, this is gonna be difficult. And so we waited for a while, and while we're waiting there, a guy pulls up and he's like, hey, the box is open on your trailer. I'm like, oh man. So it opens up, I make the turn, and the instructor's like, hey, you gotta make an emergency stop over here. I'm like, well, it says no parking. He's like, well, we have no choice. You gotta pull over here and go check your box. So my trailer's got air ride on it, and the door hinge, the barrel, they call it a barrel hinge, thing seized, and to open and close the door, it was actually bending the metal, and it just broke. So the door was open. I was able to get it back closed. I thought for sure at that point that I was going to be out of, not passing the test, but drove around for a bit more after that. He kept having, over here in Fontana, there was a ton of railroad tracks. We must have crossed railroad tracks like 7 times at least. And he had me doing a ton of right turns, trying to get me to rail the trailer, 40-foot trailer over the inside of the curb. But nope, I handled it good. Definitely just mellowed out and drove. I saw the 3rd commercial sign. It was one of the no parking for the over 10,000 pound. They don't want the truckers parking anywhere, and they also don't want the RVs parking, if you know what I mean, the homes. But we won't get into that. It's a great time. The sun's just about down right here. I had a little bite to eat. Called a few people, let them know that I passed my test. It was definitely a great day. So I'm just gonna start heading home. Probably get in a ton of traffic on the Cajon Pass. Park the trailer up at the house. I'll take my borrowed truck back tomorrow. And Class A, baby. Pretty awesome. I used YouTube a bunch for my studying and practicing. It's definitely the most useful thing in the world. So if anybody is interested in doing this, let me know. Hit me up in the comments, or you can find me on Facebook, whatever, and I can tell you whatever I know. I don't know a ton, but I know enough to get the license though. All right, you guys have a great day, and see ya.